So, how to achieve everything before you turn 20? This question may arise in the minds of young adults more and more often nowadays, since the trend of getting rich nowadays is actually everywhere. You turn on TikTok, you see guys in Lamborghinis telling you that it's very important to get rich and, get your millions very early. You open YouTube and there are YouTube gurus trying to teach you how to create a dropshipping business and become millionaire in your 20s or even before that. So when I was growing up, when I was 15, 16, 17, I was watching myself all of these videos and actually was feeling very kind of nervous and depressed when I turned 18 and realized that I have nothing. I didn't achieve anything, and I felt pretty frustrated because of that, since I thought that by the age of 18 I should have achieved something. I should have become, a new cool rapper or or a businessman or a YouTuber and stuff like that. And in general, I didn't make it before the age of 18. What a surprise, right? Today I want to talk about how is it possible and whether or not it is actually possible to achieve everything before you will turn 20, since I myself am right now 23 years old, so I have some life experience. I'm not saying I'm old, I just lived a little bit. So my thoughts probably are gonna help only those who are way younger than me, who are like 15, 18 years old, right? But I want to share those and who knows, maybe help some of you to realize that you are actually not falling behind and everything is going fine. So let's talk about whether it's actually possible to achieve everything before you will turn 20. I think that success has about 4 factors. First one is the knowledge. You have to have some kind of knowledge which is valuable in society, which everyone values, right, and which you can sell to people. It could be carpentry knowledge, it could be knowledge of how to set windows to the houses, it could be knowledge of programming languages, anything, right? The knowledge which other people value. That's the first thing. The second thing is the time. You should spend a lot of time practicing and getting your knowledge, right? You should spend hours, weeks, months and years getting to know a lot about something and practicing in this area, since the time is actually very much needed for the knowledge to grow. The third thing is consistency. You have to be very much consistent while you are studying, while you are getting knowledge, or while you are getting the experience, right? And you have to be very much consistent. You can't do something, once per year and become a pro. No. So you have to do this certain thing every day for 2 hours per day or 3 hours per day or 8 hours per day. But anyway, you have to be consistent and do it very, very regularly. And the thing number 4 is the goal. You have to have a clear goal, which can change over time, right? But you have to have a clear goal of what you want to achieve and where you're actually going. So all of these 4 factors combined, knowledge, time, consistency, and the goal itself, are amounting to success in one way or another. So the success has 4 factors: knowledge, time, consistency, and the goal. So in order to achieve everything and become successful before you will turn 20, you have to have a clear goal by the time you are 12 years old, let's say, right? So in order to achieve everything at the age of 12, you have to create for yourself a goal. So you have to realize that now you want to create a goal for yourself at 12 years old, which is pretty much impossible for most of the people, but let's say it is, okay? And you have to create yourself a goal, and then you should work on it consistently since you are 12. You should be somehow trying to get knowledge in this precise field. You should somehow try to, get practice in this field since you are 12. And the hardest thing is to stay consistent in this field, right? When you are 12, it's very hard to stay consistent and to think about something consistently and to have a goal which will span over the year, since at 12 years old you actually don't have any kind of life experience, and it's very unlikely, that you will, set yourself a goal and will obtain knowledge, since you are just a kid, you are very young, you are most likely have other things to do, like, going to school, maybe, outside of school, doing sports and developing as a human being in general. Since when you are 12, your brain is not fully developed for you, most likely, to set this goal. There are kids Of course, there are kids which were very lucky and somehow they decide at this very young age that they want to become a doctor, for example. And they set themselves a goal at a very young age that they want to be a doctor. Maybe they have been influenced by parents, maybe by social media, maybe by watching movies, right? But they have a goal of, I want to become a doctor when I will grow up. And they somehow start, getting knowledge in the field of medicine, in the field of biology and chemistry, since they think, I need to know this in order to get to medical school and become a doctor. Yeah, I know, a few people like this. I would say I know one person like this, who have started studying very hard since he was very young. And of course now he's successful. And he didn't even finish the medical school yet, but he is pretty successful right now. She, to be more precise, right? Yeah, and that is a very rare gift, I would say, that since such a young age you really develop a passion for something and do it. Another example, one of my favorite examples actually, is Mr. Beast. The guy knew that he wants to become a YouTuber since a very, very young age, like 12 or 13 or 15. I am not sure what the precise age was, but he was very young when he started, right? And he was creating videos for like 10 years straight or 7 years straight before he achieved any kind of success. So since he was a very, very young guy, he was doing something consistently, getting knowledge in the field, and then, achieved the success. But let's be honest here, you probably are not Mr. Beast or a gifted kid who have chosen his goal this early in life. You are probably just an average human being, and at 12 years old you probably was just running around, playing with your friends after school and playing video games and enjoying life, and that's absolutely normal. But that's the thing, if you are a normal person, you are and you don't have, millionaire parents, you are most probably never are gonna achieve a success by the age you're 20, and that's all right. There is nothing wrong with that, but modern social media makes you think that, you should have everything figured out by the age you are 20. And you don't. You don't. Since before you are 20, you're just a kid, actually, You're just a small kid who knows nothing. You are just trying to live your life, trying to get things together, trying to realize what is going on in general, how the life works, how to get a girlfriend, how to have good friends, how to be a good son to your father and mother, how to be a good person, how to be a human being in general. And most probably you are not developed enough in order to choose a goal and grind for it, for 10 years straight. So the only way to achieve success by the age of 20 is to somehow figure it all out at 12. All of these things which actually take years to figure out. That you have to be consistent, you have to, grow your knowledge and get it constantly, get new knowledge and develop and, do something. And only after years of trying you will achieve it. So it's pretty much impossible. So what to do now? What is the reality for most of us? For example, for me, who didn't get millionaire or successful or anything by 20. The thing is that you should do all the same things as I told you before, but when you just do it now. You are still very young. You are young at 20, you are young at 30. Just choose something, what you are passionate about. Choose this. It could be whatever. It could be a profession which requires a degree, something like becoming a doctor, as I said. It could be something which doesn't require a degree, becoming a painter or a carpenter or a 3D artist or a YouTuber or a singer or any kind of blue collar work, right? Just choose something and start learning things about it and do it consistently. Do it every day. Just put your time into it. Put your time, study hard, maybe go to university if you have such an opportunity, and if you know it's something that you want to pursue, right? Go there, study hard, study for years, then try to go and get the job experience. Or, create videos if you want to become a YouTuber, create hundreds of videos. If you want to be a singer, create hundreds of tracks. They will be very bad, they will look bad, those videos will look bad, the music will sound very bad too. It will be awful first 100 pieces of anything you will create will sound and look very awful. But just do it. Just do it for years. Just do things every freaking day. Just put your time into it. And then, after 5 or 10 years, you will achieve this success. Maybe you're not gonna be a new Justin Bieber or a new Logan Paul, but you are gonna achieve success in one way or another. You will be way ahead of the version of yourself that you have been like 10 years ago or 5 years ago when you started. You will have lots of knowledge, you will have a lot of practical experience, and what is very important, the life experience, and you will be able to convert all of these things into making money and becoming successful and buying yourself things. But just choose something, create a goal in your mind, or even better, write it down and do it. So yeah, answering the question of how to achieve everything before you are 20, there is probably no way to do it for you. You are probably too old now to do everything and to achieve everything by 20. But the good news is that you are very young. You are just a kid practically. So just start now, and you will thank yourself later. You will actually thank yourself in 8 years' time. You will thank yourself and tell, yeah, I was such a stupid man for thinking that my life is over, or I didn't achieve it by 20. I am unsuccessful. My story is over. No, your life is just starting there. The same for 30 years old. I think that at 30 year life also is just starting. And even for 40 and 50 years old, if you have something you want to change, I think it's very much possible to do it. You just have to have a goal and work towards it. And the problem is that with years it's becoming harder to do that, since you have other things to do, You have children, you have mortgage, maybe other things, other credit, other responsibilities, taking care of your parents, things like that. Everybody's life is very different. Everybody is born in very different situations, at very different families. Someone have an opportunity to do what he likes, and for years and years, maybe before he will turn 30, since his parents will pay for everything and he is able, to do anything he likes or she likes. And some guys have to start working at 14 years age, since they don't have any kind of opportunities, and their parents don't, take care of them, and they should be grinding their way and working their ass off in order just to, live a life, just to buy themselves food. So yeah, life is very different, so don't actually compare yourself to other people, since, yeah, there is no need in that. There is nothing positive coming from that. Just don't compare yourself, create a goal for yourself, and work towards it. And I promise you, something will change in a positive way. There is no way it's not gonna change. It will. And you will achieve this success in one way or another. So now I want to thank you all for listening to this short podcast of mine. And if you enjoyed it and you want to discuss it, feel free to join my Discord server. Link is down in the description of this video. I am more than happy to discuss things with you. So yeah, join and let's talk. And of course, if you did like this video, you can press the like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this, more podcasts like this. And I will see you very, very soon. Thank you and bye.